Good afternoon and welcome to a Best to Business live session at a special time. My name is Harper Smith and I'm the Senior Manager of the Kentucky Chamber Workforce Center and I help direct the Best to Business program. Before we start, I want to thank our sponsors, Kentucky SHRM and AT&T, for their investment in helping to bring classrooms to careers. And I want to thank the entire team at ULIME for their support through their virtual event platform. All of our resources are housed on our website, kychamber.com/besttobusiness. This session is being recorded as well as live streamed to Facebook and YouTube and will be available to rewatch and share afterwards. So thank you so much for joining in today and we hope you all learned something new. Today we will be hearing a presentation from Jeff Elder, U.S. Talent Acquisition and Stabilization Specialist at UPS. Our Northwest Talent Pipeline Project Manager, Zach Aubert, will be watching the chat and will lead a Q&A portion at the end of the session. So I'll kick it over to Jeff from UPS now. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Harper, so much for the opportunity once again to be here. One more time, everybody. My name is Jeff Elder with UPS here in Louisville, Kentucky. I am a talent acquisition specialist here in Louisville, and specifically I work in workforce planning and development for UPS in our largest facility, Worldport, once again here in Louisville, Kentucky. So thank you guys once again for being here. I'm hoping this presentation is a little informative, as also as well as I hope you learn a couple new things that maybe you didn't know about UPS. So there's a lot of amazing opportunities happening, especially right here in Louisville. And I would love to be able to give you guys the opportunity to talk about it just a little bit more. I'm going to do a brief PowerPoint presentation, discuss some of our educational programs, discuss the job a little bit in itself, and then I'll take questions at the end. So once again, thank you guys for the opportunity to be here. And Harper, you're welcome to start the PowerPoint whenever you're ready. Okay, so first of all, welcome again to this session about UPS. And I know for a lot of you guys listening, you're thinking, what does UPS have to do with my education, my future? Those are just the nice guys that show up in the brown truck and deliver my Amazon boxes. And you are correct in thinking that. But we do offer just a little bit more here in Louisville. So just to get us kicked off here, the Kentucky Loop and our Metro College program. For those of you that are unfamiliar with either of those programs, they are our #1 educational resource to our students in Louisville, as well as the entire state of Kentucky. First thing to know about these programs, guys, is we pay 100% of your undergraduate tuition at the University of Louisville, as well as Jefferson Community and Technical College, as well as all of its surrounding JCTC campuses here in the Louisville area, whether that be Bullitt County, Shelby County, Oldham County, wherever you're located at. We do pay for that JCTC campus as well. Biggest thing, and I'm hoping you guys are somewhat familiar with Metro College as well, kind of our flagship program. But biggest thing to keep in mind about the program itself is that Metro College is the body that will pay 100% of your undergraduate tuition when you work part-time at UPS. Kentucky Loop itself is the housing subsidy, housing stipend piece of Metro College that is in combination together. So just please keep that in mind as we go forward. First thing, though, as well, I'd like to discuss with you guys is our facility here in Louisville Worldport. And I touched on it a second ago. It is our largest fully automated package sorting facility on the entire planet and inside of our network with UPS. And you can go ahead and go to the next slide, Harper. So UPS Worldport, and I always like to talk about the facility first when I talk about and I give my presentation about UPS, because many people ask me, they say, your programs sound amazing and the opportunities that you guys offer are great. Why is it that it's only in Louisville? And let's answer that real quickly. So like I said, UPS Worldport, our largest sorting facility in our entire network, we land about 120 aircrafts here every single day and night. We process close to about 2 million packages here. Like I said, 24/7, 365-day operation. We are working around the clock every single day to get those Amazon boxes to you, like I talked about earlier. So if you decide to be involved in one of UPS's educational programs, Metro College, Kentucky Loop, this is where you're going to be working at, and that's UPS Worldport. I like to describe it to people as a very, very large airport. And to be even more specific, guys, it's the 3rd busiest airport in the entire country. And that's just for package volume. So guys, this is like a little city in itself. We've got close to 12,000 active Louisville UPSers working at this facility, and close to 3,000 to 4,000 students inside of an educational program, whether it be Metro College, whether it be Kentucky Loop, whether it be Earn and Learn, or even School to Work. We have numerous amounts of students that are working at this facility, doing exactly what you could be doing, getting their education paid for, working part-time and receiving a paycheck, as well as many other benefits that come along with part-time employment with UPS. And you go to the next one, Harper. Okay, guys, so I talked about the facility a little bit. Let's talk about the position, because to receive some of those educational benefits that I was talking about earlier, you do have to be employed with UPS here in Louisville as a part-time package handler. And as you guys can see on the screen, some of the benefits of being a part-time package handler are up there, as well as some of the qualifications and requirements. A couple things to keep in mind: we're paying $14.50 an hour for every hour that you work for us. That's going to $15 August 1st of 2021. You will be working part-time, guys, so 3 to 5 hours a day or night, depending on which educational program you're in. This is a 5-day work week. So this is not like your normal part-time job where you may be able to just work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You will be required to either work Sunday through Thursday or Monday through Friday. We've got 3 different positions that are inside of that package handler umbrella. The first one that people are very familiar with is our hub position. That's our factory, warehouse, sorting boxes, loading boxes, unloading boxes position. You're working inside the building, away from the elements, and really taking packages from chutes or belts and placing them into or out of containers and trucks. The second position, guys, is the ramp position. And that is, as I specified earlier, we need people to unload and load those 120 planes that we bring in every single night here in Louisville. So that is that package handler position. You could be working on the ramp in a small team of package handlers led by a part-time supervisor, and you could be assigned to unload sections of the aircraft. Please keep in mind with that position, you will be working outside in the elements. You will have to operate heavy equipment, and you do need a valid driver's license. And then finally is our freight position. And I'm not going to expand on freight too much, but just to say this: freight is a combination of our hub and ramp. If you're interested in operating a forklift, if you're interested in doing a job that's a little away from the normal, that freight position is for you. One thing I do want to hit on here is that no matter whether you choose the hub, the ramp, or freight, as long as you are a part-time package handler with UPS here in Louisville, you are eligible for most of our educational programs that we have for you. You go ahead, Harper. And these are those educational programs that I touched on earlier, guys. And let's go ahead and expand just a tad bit further on what exactly they do for you. So first of all, I'll touch on our Earn and Learn program. Our Earn and Learn program is a corporate-driven educational program, UPS, that says any location you work at in the contingent United States of America with an acceptable degree path, you can receive up to $5,250 a year to go towards your education. So what that means is, guys, is that if you go work at a facility anywhere in Kentucky outside of Louisville or any of the United States, you will be eligible to earn up to $5,250 a year to go towards any approved institution that you're interested in. Keep in mind, this money is reimbursable. So you do have to front your initial tuition payment, and then UPS will reimburse you that $5,250, one per calendar year. So keep that in mind. Every calendar year, you're eligible once again for that subsidy. Our highlight program, our number one key mark program, our Metropolitan College. And people ask me all the time, is it a real brick and mortar institution? In some regards it is, but really what Metro College is, guys, is it's the connecting body between, it's the partnership between UPS, the state of Kentucky, the city of Louisville, as well as Jefferson Community and Technical College and the University of Louisville. It started back in 1998. This is the program I alluded to earlier, have 100% of your undergraduate tuition paid at the University of Louisville here in Louisville, as well as JCTC and any of its surrounding campuses. This is the program that most people are familiar with, and it's, You are eligible for it as soon as you become a part-time package handler with UPS here in Louisville. One more thing to hit on about Metro College, it is only available in the city of Louisville at our Worldport facility, as I alluded to earlier, which is different than that Earn and Learn program. And then finally is our Kentucky Loop program. And that's really one of the big reasons I'm here to talk about. Prior to this year, 2021, Kentucky Loop was only open to students outside of the Louisville area to come to Louisville, not only receive part-time employment with UPS, as well as free education or tuition deferred, but also receive up to $11,700 in a housing subsidy paid directly to you as the student. So what that means is that, prior we had students coming from every county in Kentucky coming looking to work at UPS, receive their tuition paid, as well as receive that housing subsidy. I'm very, very excited to announce that that is now open to every student in the state of Kentucky. All 120 contingent counties are eligible for that. And I'm not just going to call it a housing subsidy anymore. A bill subsidy, daycare subsidy, transportation subsidy, whatever you need this money for on a monthly basis, we want you to use it through the Kentucky Loop program. Now, one of our big things about Kentucky Loop is we have a couple requirements. You do have to have a 2.5 high school GPA to come right into it. You do have to attend Jefferson, and you must attend and be enrolled in at least 6 hours of course credit. And you're only eligible for this program for up to 3 years, which means 36 months of housing payments or that subsidy that you're receiving on a monthly basis. Broken down, guys, that's $325 a month post-tax. We pay the taxes on that money for you. $325 a month paid directly to you as the employee on top of your paycheck, on top of your educational benefit as well, with our tuition subsidy through Jefferson as well as the University of Louisville. So guys, that's a brief breakdown on the programs itself. Here in a second, we're going to go to a website, our brand new website, www.upsjobsky.com, and we'll expand a little bit more, and I'll show you guys where exactly you can find more information about these programs. Go ahead, Harper. And you can skip that. So before we get to that, I want to just talk about the schools a little bit more, because I know for some of you all out there, you may not be 100% familiar with Jefferson, or you may not be 100% familiar with the University of Louisville, what the differences is and what, things you can gain by going to one or the other. Please keep in mind one more time, Metro College students are eligible to go to Jefferson or the University of Louisville, but Metro College students that would like to receive the Kentucky Loop benefit are required to attend Jefferson for at least 6 hours of credit. First of all, biggest thing about Jefferson, guys, is it's part of the Kentucky Community and Technical College system. So I'm hoping I have students out there and people that have early or taken college credit during their high school years, or have already attended a community college, et cetera, et cetera. Those fall under this KCTCS umbrella. So, some of their other campuses across the state, that credit that you receive at Jefferson will be viable and apply to some of that other credit you've received before. That's why I like to include them being part of that KCTCS system. The next piece is this, guys. Jefferson Community and Technical College offers numerous trade programs and technical degree pathways. And I just like to hit on this for 1 second. I feel like we've done a disservice by not always promoting these trade pathways. If you're interested in working with your hands, if you're interested in learning a trade, if you're interested in maybe not necessarily sitting in a classroom for the next 2 or 3 years, please, please, please consider a trade degree. Most Jefferson trade paths only take about 2 years. You'd be involved in the Kentucky Loop program, receiving a housing subsidy, as well as part-time employment with UPS. Most graduates, guys, that receive HVAC certifications, mechanic, welding, etc., make very good money coming straight out of college with that associate degree in hand. So please, 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 if you're interested in that trade degree path, please check out Jefferson, and they have some amazing trade programs there. And finally is our Ultra program. So the question I usually receive from students is, Jeff, I'd love to be a part of the Metro College or Kentucky Loop program, but my end all goal is to get that bachelor degree from the University of Louisville so that I can go on and pursue whatever pathway I'm interested in pursuing. We want you to do that, guys. And that's why we have this Ultra program in place. Basically, what the Ultra program does for students is it pairs them with the University of Louisville advisor as they attend Jefferson Community and Technical College. That advisor makes sure the classes that they're enrolled in are going to count for their future degree requirements, talks to them about what point they should transfer to the University of Louisville based on the credits that they've received, as well as gives the student the opportunity to actually feel like a University of Louisville student while they attend Jefferson. What this means is that they'll have the opportunity to purchase season tickets for the basketball and football games. They'll be able to utilize the University of Louisville athletic facility or their gym that you're allowed to work out in, as well as be a student or live on University of Louisville affiliated housing complexes while you attend Jefferson. So if you're a student out there and you're interested in receiving that housing subsidy with Kentucky Loop, but you really want to graduate from the University of Louisville, we do have an option for you as a student. And we want you to know that no matter which way you decide to go, we will have that support there by both of these great schools. Okay, guys, so now we're going to go to upsjobsky.com just real quickly. This is our one-stop shop for all of this information that I'm talking about today. I know that I'm throwing a ton of information to you guys in regards to which program pays what, etc. So please, 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 after you finish watching this, if you're interested in receiving more information, go check out www.upsjobsky.com. On the website, as it begins to pull up here, there's information about all of our programs. So if you see in the top left corner, the programs tab there, if you click on that, it'll drop down to show you Metro College, Kentucky Loop, School to Work, as well as some of our other additional educational programs offered here in Louisville. You can go over to things like FAQs, so questions about the programs, testimonials. We have videos of students talking about their experience inside of the programs. You can meet the team. You can see myself as well as my partners who are involved with this talent acquisition for these positions. Biggest thing, guys, is that all that finite detail, everything you need to know about requirements, everything you need to know about the schools, everything you need to know about every single one of the educational programs and how you fit into those is found on upsjobsky.com. One of our biggest drawbacks prior to this website was that we didn't have an online source for students to always come and, utilize the website to find their own information. So that's kind of our goal going forward. If you are interested in pursuing any of these educational programs with UPS here in Louisville, please, please, please go check out www.upsjobsky.com. One more time, that's www.upsjobsky.com. Finally, in conjunction with this website, we do have one more that is metro-college.com. That is directly for Metropolitan College students to access. On this website, there will be even more finite details about Metro College, Kentucky Loop. As I discussed before, they are that middle body between UPS, the student, and the universities. So any further information that you don't find on upsjobsky.com, please, please, please check out metro-college.com for all the information about every single UPS educational program we have, not only here in Louisville, but all across the state of Kentucky, as well as in the continental United States.
Hey, Jeff, that's a great presentation, and thank you so much for all that information. I think, if I was a high school student, I'd definitely be looking into this and seeing, wow, what a great opportunity to get college paid for and earn some money while in the process. So really, with that being said, one of the biggest questions I had is, what was your first job? What did you do while in high school that kind of led you to UPS?
That's a great question, Zach, and I haven't been asked that before. So personally, when I was in high school, I had an opportunity to work multiple part-time jobs kind of leading up to UPS. I worked at Sonic. I roller skated around and delivered food. I worked at Hometown Pizza and numerous other places, kind of just trying to get some experience and get used to being in the workforce. Once I got to UPS, and this is a little bit away from your question, but one of the biggest things I like to tell students, especially when they're jumping into this part-time package handler position, especially if you're going to choose to work the night shift, is give yourself a little bit of time. If you're going to start school in August and you have the opportunity to begin work in June, do that so that you can get used to the schedule. One thing that we see with students is that students that try to begin a new job work a new schedule or, work a new work shift, as well as begin college for the first time, have some issues because it's very, very difficult to balance your schedule. So if I had to give you any advice away from, working just a couple part-time jobs prior to coming to UPS, my advice would be to get in there early and get used to that schedule.
That's awesome. Definitely can relate to that. I guess really the other thing I have too is, so my dad's actually been a UPS employee for 27 years, and I said nothing but great things, but was curious if you can touch a little bit on the culture that UPS has and why you chose to stick around.
First of all, Zach, thank you for what your father's done for UPS. I appreciate all past UPSers, big or small, because what they're doing out there, especially the last couple of years, has been exponential. The culture at UPS, guys, and I don't want to go too far with it, but I like to tell people this is the cornerstone of my career. Every opportunity that I've been afforded, every friend that I have up to this point, my relationship, my marriage, my future career goal opportunities, I thank that all to UPS. It's like a little city out there, guys, especially when you're out at Worldport. I personally had the opportunity to spend about 6.5 years on nights at Worldport. You meet so many different people. You have the opportunity to interact with management officials and really see a diverse array of jobs that you maybe wouldn't get to see at every single company. On top of that, like I touched on earlier, we've got about 12,000 package handlers or employees here in Louisville working at the facility. So there's tons of opportunity to meet different people from all kinds of different backgrounds. Diversity and inclusion is huge with us here at UPS in Louisville, as well as across the country. It feels like home, to be honest with you, Zach, and I don't know if I could go anywhere else at this point.
Yeah, exactly what my dad said too. It's what stuck him around for 27 years. So can totally relate to that. UPS is a great place to work and a great partner of the chamber. So definitely thank you for all of that. I guess the last question I have for you is, if you were a high school student watching this Bus to Business session today, is there any overlying piece of advice you'd give them for looking for what the next step for them is going to be?
My biggest piece of advice for incoming high school students, no matter whether you come and work at UPS or you do not, I like everybody, well, two things. I like everybody to at least know the benefit is there. Because, and I tell a lot of people that often, it's okay if you don't choose to come and work at UPS, or you don't choose to be a package handler, or you don't attend one of our educational programs. My goal as a recruiter and as a talent acquisition specialist is to make sure that you know that there are organizations out there like UPS here in Louisville that will pay 100% of your education, pay you to have a part-time position, promote you into professional positions, give you career opportunities. Anything that you want, there are organizations out there that will give it to you. So once again, it's okay if you're not always interested in maybe working at UPS, but please go out there and explore your possibilities and explore what is available to you as a student. One other thing, don't be too hard on yourself and don't underestimate yourself. If I've learned anything about working at UPS in the last 9 years, I'm capable of just about doing anything once you work out there at night and do some of the stuff that some of our students do. So once again, guys, no matter how you guys do or what you guys choose to move forward with in the future, knowing that these opportunities are here, that's what I want you to know, so that you have this ability to participate in a program like this to be successful for whatever career adventure you go forward on.
That's great. Thank you. And thank you again for being here and presenting today. And with that, Harper, I will go ahead and kick it back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jeff and Zach. That was a great presentation and some great opportunities that UPS has. So I hope you all tuning in will check those out and hopefully get a great position at UPS. So thank you both again.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody watching. Zach and Harper, thank you guys once again for the opportunity, and everybody have a great day out there.
You too. Thanks. Just a couple little housekeeping things. We have a live session tomorrow at 10 a.m. For our Workforce Wednesday live session with Ragent Corporation. So we hope you all will tune in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again.